So in this C++ video, we are going to be doing some sorting and searching. So let's get started. So I've included everything already. So everyone, if you're following along in the video, you should be including everything here before we get started. Now, getting started. First off, we are going to do sorting. So to sort stuff, first we're going to create a vector, and we're going to use integers, and I'm going to name it D, and we're going to put some integers in here. So I'm going to do, so I'm going to put this vector out of order so that the sorting actually does something. So 4, 8, 9, 2, 7, 1, 3, 0. And then I'll do a semicolon. So now we have a vector with some values in it. So now we have a vector. I want to do sort. And to actually sort the vector, we do d.begin, comma, d.end. So essentially what this is doing is taking the beginning and the end and it's just sorting it. So if we run this program, it should sort the vector. Now the problem is it's not going to actually sort it until we create a for loop. So to actually sort this, we're going to do for x, d, which is the name of the vector, put some curly braces, and then we're going to do cout x and l. Alright, so essentially what this is going to do is it's going to, and I also forgot to do int x. So we're going to do int x, create a variable int x. There we go. Alright. So what this is going to do is on every iteration it'll print x and sort this. So this actually does the sorting, and this just does the elements on each end of the vector. So if we run the program, we should get a sorted, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. So it's all in order from least to greatest. Now we're going to do a break line. We'll move on to searching. And you can actually use this. You can try to memorize the implementation and just use a similar program and modify it to your needs whenever you need to do searching. Since in C++ we have to write a specific program. Now, when it comes to searching, you can do multiple things. So let's say if I want to get the, okay, so I'm going to start off by doing upper bound. And what upper bound does is upper bound will give you, let's say if I give an input of 8, alright, and this upper bound will say what is the maximum index that I can put an 8 in here, which still keeps this vector sorted. So let me give an example. If I do d.begin and then I do d.end and then 8, and then for this to work I have to subtract off d.begin because we don't want to include that, and then end l. Alright, so if we run the program, and we have a break line as well, I forgot to say that. And this is going to give it to us in terms of indexing. So if you want the index, again, remember indexing starts from 0. Basically counting in almost every single programming language starts from 0. So it's going to give you that in index. It's running and giving us index 7. So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right before the 9, you can include an 8 and it'll still stay sorted. Alright, so now we're going to go to lower bound. So lower bound searches the vector or whatever you put in, and it'll give you the index position. So if I do lower bound, so essentially if I do lower bound, So I'm going to do lower bound, and it's the same exact thing, except lower bound. So it's basically a copy of the program. And since we're just doing 8, it's almost identical. Okay, there we go. And if I run the program, should get an output. So we got 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is the 6th index. So that'll basically search the entire vector or array or whatever you have, and it'll give you the indexing position of that element. Alright, so that's sorting and searching in sorting and searching in C++, sorry. Hope this video was helpful, and yeah.